Arthur, how are you, pal? No one asked me.
What's going on? You called me. You had me jump on the live.
Yeah.
What you got going on?
Well, this is what's going on, Arthur. And I'm so glad that you came on board, right?
Yeah.
And what's actually going on is digital dealer is happening, bro, in a big way. All right. It's so nice to see the automotive industry get back. The energy is hyped up. Everything is great. And you know what? The other thing that's really, really good is, my author, Michael Lewis, right? So he's there at Digital Dealer because we're writing two books and he's trying to get information. I don't know what the books are. He worked together with my CMO, Gene Fontana, right? So I don't really know what the books are going to be, but he's out there, and I'm asking the audience, if they listen to this broadcast, try to meet with him and see and give him enough information for these books that we're doing.
All right, and you got a company with this guy?
Oh yeah, we have we together we have a publishing company.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So he's an author, like, I don't know, 60, 70 times already. So we have together a publishing company, but he's there trying to get information, right, to do these two books that him and Gene Fontana are working on. They don't tell me anything. They just talk among themselves,
Right.
And they sit down and come up with a book,
Oh wow. That's exciting.
Yeah. So
Awesome. Man. So Digital Dealer, he's going to be interviewing people, huh?
Yeah, well, he's going to try to. I think he talked to a few people, and he's going to be doing that. And that's what his thing is, to go out there and get this information, report it to Gene, sit down, come up with the whole strategy, and then sit down with me and tell me, this is what we think we should do. Do you have any content? So, and I try my best to have some content. But the other thing is, this Digital Deal is very nice now. Everybody's having a great time. There's a lot of guys there. Our guys, Lou, Lou, the car guy cafes over there, I see him interviewing people all the time. So, that's what we're doing. He's doing a great job over there. And, it's really busy over there, by the way.
Wow, that's great. That's great.
Yeah. So, Arthur, tell me, how's New York doing?
New York is doing well. It's, the weather finally started to heat up. I think we're going to hit like 80 degrees, 75 degrees, 80 degrees. Everybody's getting ready for the summer out here.
Yeah.
Especially the dealers. The dealers are getting ready for summer. Word on the street is that inventory is right around the corner.
Inventory is right around the corner. I mean, I think between late July and August, we should be in a better speed. Arthur, I've been looking at the inventory that we have online, which we have every dealership. I'm seeing the average days about 29. And in some states, like the state of Florida, wow, they're at 19 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, 19 days to flip the inventory. That's amazing. I guarantee you over there.
Yeah, I just hope that dealers didn't get used to this, not having enough inventory and selling, and everybody's, doing this, patting themselves off the back. What's going to happen when the inventory hits the ground?
Right. So that's what's going on over here in New York. So I'm excited to see exactly, how long, what's going on, and dealers talking about, not having inventory. They're going to be happy. Everybody's going to be happy, within the next coming weeks over here.
Yeah, I think so. I'm really happy. I'll be going to New York real soon. I came out here for the winter. I'm back over there in the summer, enjoying, where I live. I live over there, and I love it over there, but I don't necessarily love the car business in New York. Not interested.
No, I completely understand you, and for you, being that you're a national brand with Richie Bello national brand, you get to see aspects of nationwide and how dealerships are, and You know how they treat their salespeople, everything from salespeople to the vendors, and it's a lot different here in New York. And you know, haven't really seen nationally how the dealerships, but you know, going around now, going to different states and different territories, and seeing that, it's like night and day.
Well, here's what the thing is. It's funny you should mention that. But one of the biggest things is if you can't retain your employees, you can retain your customers, right? Well, that same theory goes by. If you can't retain your vendors, you can retain your employees, and you can retain your customers because your vendors is giving you the service. So in different parts of the country, they go by that model. We retain our vendors. In return, we retain our employees. And from that being said, at the end of the day, we retain our customers. Dealers out there don't really care about that. I know certain dealers that the guys can't even have lunch in the showroom. They can't even have lunch in a conference room. They got to get away from the dealership. And they don't even give the desk to anybody unless the guy sold 30 cars. Now, just imagine this. You have 10 guys and only 2 guys hit 30 cars. They're the only 2 guys that have desks. The other guys are gypsies, right? They have desks. So just imagine the morale that you're promoting by not treating everybody the same. There's a store out there that does that all the time. I mean, it's amazing, but that's why he's a revolving door.
Well, you're not lying there, Richie. Unfortunately, back when I was on the floor, I was a product of exactly what you just said in regards to the morale being low. And sometimes it's really bad when, when you go to a sales manager, get numbers, and then they browbeat you, or they tell you something, and then you got to go back to the customer defeated. It's really rough. But listen, the industry is changing, and what we can do to help, we're going to do everything that we can do to help.
The industry is changing, and I agree with you. But what's not changing is the people. The people are the same. So you got the morale issue that bothers people, people's feelings that get hurt by you not being kind. They're not going to be kind to you. Okay, so those are the kind of issues that you have,
right?
Right.
And it's really, really nice to see different markets and the way they interact with just vendors and really worrying about getting down to brass tacks and selling cars, because at the end of the day, that is what it's all about, selling cars.
Right. No, that you're right. That's what it's about. And like the other thing, Arthur, what's really about is people, process, the 3 Ps, right? You know what they are?
Richie, why don't you go ahead and let us know?
You should know this, Arthur. People, process, and product, right? You got the product, you got the people. Some places got the people, but what about the process? Do you want to be a company that's driven by data and driven by process? Or do you want to be a company that's driven only by process and no data behind it, no information behind it? Or you want to be both. You're driven by process and you're driven by data. Now, what that does is add that learning curve to your salespeople. Right. And in return, that learning curve transmit to the learning curve of the customer when they walk in of buying an automobile.
Absolutely. Right.
Because when you educate, you're creating somebody you've mentored. They're not going to buy a car from you once. They're going to keep buying that car. But most important of all, they're going to send their friends and families to you because they like you.
Right.
And respect you, and you help them. You service them. You can't look at it nowadays. You can't look at it as I sold them. No, I am servicing my customers.
Service is you to sales, 100%.
Correct. So
I'm got this book coming out. I'm excited to see what you got in the works.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. I don't know. They're working on it. There's There's a couple of them coming out. We'll see what happens. It takes a while to do a book. He's doing the intel now, but it's pretty good. I mean, he's very good writing the books for us. It's really good. That's why we partner up a couple of years ago.
Absolutely. And for those of you that are watching right now and don't know exactly what it is, I'm going to show you right here if you guys can see it. Marketing for Car Guys, one of Richie's books, and the other author, Mike Lewis. Great book. For those of you that don't have it, you need to get a copy, pick up a copy. You can hit up Richie. He can tell you where to go ahead and get that copy.
Listen, I got something better. Anybody wants that book, call me directly, 631-578-9018, and I'll send one out to you guys.
Awesome. That's awesome, Richie.
We did that book at the start of Shop Smart. We had a few projects going on, and that was in the system, and we figured, let's publish it now, We published it like right around when Shop Smart was being done. Arthur, I'm really excited with your free trials. I can't believe how they're converting.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well,
listen, what's going on.
It's easy to see when you have a great product and you have value, and an industry name behind it, it's got to convert.
What's really good is when you give a free trial, right? You're really, really believing in your product.
Of course.
So that's really, really important that we were able to do that, give that free trial, and it's actually working out pretty good.
Yeah, and if any dealers are interested right now in a free trial, you can email info@shopsmartautos.com, and we'll be more than happy to get you out the form. You fill out the form. It takes 2 minutes. Fill out the form. We'll get you your free lead started, and we'll even give you a dealer dashboard so you can actually track the free leads that are coming in. It's correct. It's a great product, great system, and I haven't heard any complaints. So there you go.
Absolutely. Hey, Arthur, listen, have a good day. I'm going to see you real soon.
All right, brother. You enjoy the rest of your day.
Sooner than you can say Richie.
Oh, wow.
And sooner than later, you're going to say, and there goes Richie again. Remember that. Because the summer's very short. So
yeah.
See me very soon, and then you'll see me sooner than later, me say, I'll see you later.
All right, brother. Take it easy. And I'll see you then.
Thank you, buddy. Bye-bye. Take care.
All right. Bye.